Yesterday, Aden Duale spent his entire day doing unprofitable things for this nation. For instance, he started off his day in Parliament, where, of course, alichoma. Then he proceeded to Jeff Koinange live to try and save his skin, but akachoma zaidi. And as such, in this video, I want us to look into Aden Duale's poor performance yesterday. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Starting off with Parliament, Duale told the National Assembly that he will not do any public participation on this issue of Ebola, not with the leaders and not with the citizens. Yeye ndo kusema and the Ebola CDC facilities will stay. Just listening to this arrogance.
Under the Public Health Act, we don't need to do public participation. We are not going to consult citizens. Even members of parliament here, when they fall sick, they rush to their doctor to make sure they get the best treatment. So this epidemic does not require any consultation.
You know, years ago the Americans took our brothers and sisters to their farms to pick cotton as slaves. But when I look around even now, I can still see house Negroes. Blacks who are willing to betray their fellow ngozi nyeusi, but clap for their lord and tyrant Donald J. Trump for a paltry 1.7 billion. What a shame. Anywho, after kuchoma kule bunge, he quickly got in his V8 and rushed over to Jeff Koinange live to further annoy Kenyans. And here's a breakdown of what happened. Number 1. Jeff Koinange asked Duale why he's ignoring the court order blocking the establishment of the CDC base in Nanyuki. And guess what he said? He said, yeah, so? I mean, I'm not even paraphrasing. That's exactly what he said. Just listening to this.
You're ignoring a court order. Why?
Which court order?
The court order said stop this construction of this facility, the Ebola quarantine facility.
Yeah, so?
Why? Why are you ignoring it?
Who said we have ignored it?
You're ignoring it. You said in Parliament today, nothing's going to stop you.
Imagine disobeying courts and then saying, so what? You know, they say pride comes before a fall, and Duale is surely on that path. So endelea kabisa waziri, ours is to let nature take its full course. Number 2, Jeff Koinange pressed Aden Duale on why the US announced the Ebola facility in Kenya long before Ruto told us about it. In other words, Trump announced a CDC facility in Kenya ambayo inaguzia Ebola long before Ruto did. Does that make Ruto a puppet, a follower of Trump, someone who's told jump and he asks how high? That is what Jeff Koinange was trying to put across, and actually it is the reality on the ground, but nonetheless here's the exchange between the duo.
By the way, when this story first broke out, it was broken by the American press. You people did not tell us anything because your communication is so twisted.
No. You know, Jeff, the way the government of America runs its administration is different from the way the administration of President William Ruto is run.
Come on.
Let me finish for you.
Isn't the president the commander-in-chief?
Yes.
So he should have announced it before the Americans broke it to us.
He announced it. President William Ruto announced it.
He did. It was like 24 hours later.
The president of Kenya does not work.
Well, I agree with Duale on that. The president of Kenya does not work. Indeed, he doesn't. Which is why Trump is always running circles around him. We've talked about this enough times. It is wrong for a president of a different country to be announcing things kwa inchi ambaye si yake. It happened to us the other day in Tanzania. Ruto was in Tanzania, ameenda huko ku-announce an oil refinery, which he has allegedly brought to them, so they should be grateful. And Suluhu is saying, wait a minute, which oil refinery? When was I consulted? And even if I was consulted, why am I not the one who is informing my own citizens about it? Can a man go to another man's house to announce that the child will no longer go to Alliance, they'll now start going to Lenana High School? It is not your job. Even if huyu mtu ni rafiki yako unamsaidia school fee, we saidia tu lakini yeye ndo atatangaza. Ikiwa ishatangazwa, now you can bring in your input. So what Trump did is exactly what Ruto did to Samia Suluhu in Tanzania just the other month. And this trait is very normal with leaders who look down upon other leaders. It's clear Ruto anadharau Suluhu. Personally, I don't even like Suluhu, so I never even complained about it. But it's clear that's why he did it. That's why he announced the oil refinery long before Suluhu did, making her look like his deputy. Trump has done the same to us because we have somebody who's a sellout. Number 3, now here's the shocker. For those of us who imagined that Ruto sold our country for $1.7 billion, guess what? It was just a paltry 1.7 billion Kenya shillings. Not dollars, not euros, not pounds, shillings. Just listening to this.
And please, the US has paid only 1.7 billion, not for that facility in Laikipia. It's for the whole 23 and the whole issue of the Ebola containment and support, like other partners, like the WHO.
$1.7 billion.
No, 1.7 billion Kenyans.
Stephen Boga says,
But
just wondering.
It's about $1.3 million.
1.7 billion shillings. That's money that Nairobi generates within 3 to 5 business days. So in short, we were bought for cheap. And it's so bad that even the broad-based MPs who have been acting blind and deaf are now waking up to this BS and saying, hold on a minute. We are not buying that one and we are not boarding. Just listening to Millie Odhiambo.
Doing to deal with this issue squarely with America. We have seen our counterparts in West Africa when they are being bullied by the French, that they take a firm position and say no. So what are you doing to tell America that they are a friendly nation and we are friends to them, but we cannot allow a situation that compromises our own nationals to maintain that friendship?
Millie has found her common sense. I hope the other broad-based MPs can do the same and stop walking with William Ruto. Your political survival does not depend on William Ruto. It might have if he was not running for president. If he really loved you guys, he should be stepping down to support anyone from ODM to allow the longevity of ODM. So if ODM wants to perish, stick with Ruto. And if you want to survive longer than the stars are predicting, forget even the stars. Longer than any average Kenyan is predicting, walk with the united opposition. But asiyesikia la electorate, kiguna njia, paka Sugoi na Kisumu, depending where somebody comes from. At the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's Ads the Day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Miner switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.